Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Let me just double check we're working properly. Can you guys hear me on TikTok? Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Hold up. Okay. We should be well set up on TikTok, on YouTube right now. But to the point of the video, good morning. Today we're going to touch on some stats on some trades that I took over this week. Today's Friday, so I just wanted to wrap it up just for my own records and for YouTube, you guys here. So, this won't be too long, maybe like 30 minutes or so, but just had some things I want to go over. We did a pretty small deposit, $500, and turned that over into about 20,000 or so. I think it's a little more, maybe like 25. But we'll actually take a look. I haven't really taken a look at anything yet, or really delve deep into what the stats are at the moment. I do know I have won a lot of the trades. So I do plan to just go through that and touch on that. There are 4 accounts that I was going through. So we'll start on the first one, which I think is Monday, that I did a deposit. Now, as I go through this, there will be an indicator that I do use, that I made myself. And for you to get free access to this, it's right here. It's right here. Literally just sign up. It's free. You can get the indicator. You click it. It downloads right there. And you also have the Discord that you can get into. And this is where the programs start. Upgrade your education. This is not free to play. And you do need experience. You do need those concepts in your mind to be able to fully say that I know what I'm doing when I'm taking these trades, and I know what my expected outcome is. But regardless, let's touch into some of the other things. So first one foremost is we're gonna do MT4. What do we got here? So account is currently 0. I just did a withdrawal on this. I'm gonna show you. This is the indicator that I was talking about. So let's try to pull up the account information. 24. 21. So this is, I'm going to show it in chronological order. $487 is what landed in the account after it was after the fees of $500. But you can see towards the top, it's a live account. And then also there's withdrawals, and you can't fake withdrawal. You can't fake the withdrawals. So what we have is the $486 deposit. And then, hold on. We're missing a key step right now. We're missing a very key step right now. Oh, my bad. But yeah, 24/7 always. So whatever, we deposit and we have a few wins, right? We land on a few winning trades. Nothing bad there, nothing harmful there, right? We keep running through a few trades. This is all deposit lands at 2:30, 2:50, 20 minutes after, and so on. We take a few more trades. I want you to take a close look at this because I'm not trying to allude to anything. I'm just trying to show what the stats are. These are, by all means, my records as well for me to learn from and improve and take note of, right? So you can do the same as I'm doing them. See my thought process. I don't have pictures for a lot of these trades. Fuck, do I have pictures? No, I don't have pictures for these. But let's pull up the gold chart if we can. So we can maybe take a look. So let's go down to the 30 minutes, and we started taking trades on this day, I want to say. We can see 21st was the deposit over here. So we start just taking buys, whatever. The count's going up. Same day. This is only 3 hours and 30 minutes after the starting point, right? We take these trades on oil, and if I can show this oil trade would have been a winner. It just peaked its stop loss, right? It just peaked the stop loss, that's what it was, and then it boomed right up after, and we lost. We lost $15, $16 for that trade. But you can see it kind of not balances out, but we're able to actually not lose too much because of this. Okay? Whatever. We go back to gold. Off oil, back to gold. And we're taking winning trades. We're now into the sells. This is on the 21st at 13 o'clock. Right there. We hop in sells. Let me see if I can put some arrows. So we're long right up until here. Then we go into some sells. We're still winning. All these are green wins. Take profit, hit. Okay, looks like I took another oil trade here. And this one worked out. I went back to oil? I don't really remember going back to oil. I know, like, I took a few losing trades. I don't remember going back to this, to be honest. But this was on... This was on the 22nd, ideally, on Wednesday. Going on from there, we go do some on this, on the JPY. These are all winners as well. See what the profit is. And this is where the game starts to change a little, because I'm now taking one lots. And once you start taking a lot, the money starts stacking up like a lot. So we have these winners that we come through for these JPY trades. 180 between both of these, 200 between both of these, 200, 200, 200, and you can probably grab another 100 out of that bunch, right? Boom. We take out 2,100 and we put it into another account. Reason why we do this is because I have one account that's making money. I take that and I shift it off into a secondary account. I'll take lower risk on that account. From there, that money gets withdrawn into another account in which that's just backup money. And then I also have another account in which I withdraw from. I don't withdraw to my bank through this because it will basically mess up the free margin and all that stuff. And they may decline your withdrawal request because it would mess up the, like, you can't have a $5,000 balance be down 4,000 and expect them to be able to process a $900 friggin' withdrawal. Like, it's just not gonna process. They're gonna say not enough margin or whatever, and your request will get denied. So to avoid that, I put it into an account I'm not even trading from. Okay, we go back to gold. And this is just one account, okay? This is just one account. So after we withdraw the 21, we go back to gold and we're just eating on this. This is the 22nd. So that starts there. This is at 2 o'clock. The reason I wait for 2 o'clock, I guess this doesn't apply to gold, but this is just a lesson I've learned from trading Forex. That first hour, the first hour, it's generally filled with a lot of high spreads, volatile movement, stuff like that. And so I'm just not willing to be in the market for that time. I will get out. So you can see that we get back into long positions around here, around that time. And where's my square tool? Boom, we got a little thing right there to start going long, and we get out at, we could have kept going. That's the thing. We could have really kept going. Let me figure something out real quick. One second, guys. Technical difficulties. I want to see if there's a trade I can actually take now too. Alright, let me try this step again for a second. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. Let me figure something out real quick. I think TikTok went down. have to figure this out another time. I'll figure that shit out another time. But regardless, that doesn't change what we got here. So yeah, we go to 110, and that's where we ultimately end up getting out of the market. 110, we could have continued going up. What do? We get out at 119. We take some positions at 114, which is just above this. And we keep pushing up a little. We find some support, and I'm doing this all on the really low time frame. You could tell that these are high risk positions. I know that going into it. We go some new positions, very small things, but we're now earning about $100 per trade, right? And we just want to inch that up to the point where we're making $200 per trade or $300 per trade. Let me try something else real quick. That'll probably work a little better, but yeah, the wins don't stop. We continue to go up and up and up. We take one lot position on gold. These things come out fruitful. Do we take losses? There are some losses. Very few though. So as I'm doing all this, we have the backup account, right? Like I said, there's a secondary account. So this got replenished from that account. I sent 929 into this account. That's why the deposit is this much, though we started with this, right? It's all going to make sense. You can do the math. I'm probably not going to do it right now. But yeah, we have withdrawal of this. Deposit of this. Take some other trades on gold to go down. So we end up topping out at about 29. Right around there. And that looks like that's all for now. And then we go into some sells on the 7th hour, just about almost the 8th hour of the 22nd. Which is right about there. Go into some sells. We win some positions. About 200, 200, 200. Together that is an additional 100. We go a little bit lower. We make 400. We make 300, 400, 200. Maybe about 100 between both of these. And then we got some others. Not bad. Mimi. Anyways, we have a withdrawal of 1,700 from this account going to another. Just so, like I said, we have some backup money to work with in case everything goes wrong. And we create reserves. So the actual technical analysis for all this and the details for the trades are obviously in the course explaining how I take them. There's the trade alerts that are sent to the Discord as well, which is going to go over the same exact thing. How I'm actually taking these trades. Time frame doesn't matter. There's just other crucial steps. Risk to reward, risk percentage, main trend or higher time frame trend, lower time frame trend, all those kind of things. Gold now, can maybe take a position on this. What do we do? What's our balance? Our balance on this is 0. Hold up a sec, guys. I'm gonna show you another chart too, but I'm gonna go over this one. Let me just see if I can take a position. This is what the 4-hour looks like. Fuck, let me just do this real quick. This balance is, we'll do a lot. Maybe I can't. We'll let that ride for a little. Come back, see what it does. Let's add this on. This is the indicator. So we're gonna show current time frame, all those stuff. So we'll see if we can make a little bit of money on this. I'll put an alert in. But I'm just gonna scalp this. I don't really plan to take any trades today. I see just doing this for the stream. That's the trigger right there. Not gonna put that on. We'll put on something else. We'll put that just to know our key area. But these are the lines, so we keep going through. We take some sell positions back to 110. Do we get out? What price do we get out at? So these are the losses we incurred a little of. Lost about 150 maybe between these, but we also made this and made this. And this is from the same time period too, so this one made about 1,000. So overall we made money on this whole play, but you can see there are some losing trades there. And then we withdraw 200. We go through, we take some other trades on gold. And just so we can see it real quick, this is where we are. We're down 80 bucks. If the price is currently, let's say 88, we can put one at, or 78, 79. We can target this. Don't do what I do. I'm doing what I do because I can. But there's an idea behind what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Okay, let me just put where our target is so I can see. Should clear it by there. So yeah, we go back on our win streak after that $200 withdrawal. We make 100, 300, 100, 15, 2. We lose 150 and we lose 120. And yeah, we lose 8, we make 19. These are all just balancing stuff. And then we go through, we remove 3,900 and we put in another 370 into this. Then we remove 530 just because this is what I ultimately, withdraw to BTC. This is the account I withdrew from to my bank ultimately. So this is account number 1, right? Let's go to the next account. The next account, I'm pretty sure this is MT4. We have to go to MT5 and look at 97, which is going to be this. We have a little bit more down activity that could be on this as we find our way up. But we'll keep in for a bit. So let's go to history, and I believe our history was already set. So with this one, we started at the top, so it was replenished from another account, sent money into this one at about 1,400, almost 15. Then these are some losing trades. So this is how much we lose off rip. Right? Boom, we bounce back from these sells, these sell losses. We go into some buy positions. We make some money back. We continue to make more money back. You can see that these are different entry prices. So we go from, I guess there's no target on these ones, but we go from here to about 112, so about $30 or so. And then from 112 at 116, 117, whatever you want to call it 115, 116, we pushed up to 119 to take profits, which we continued with more wins. Withdrew 669. And we continued making money. So you can see after that 6 comes out, we have 2, 4, basically 6. So we can start to make that back. Looks like price is going down here. No problem though. I'm pretty certain that this will continue up. We have 15. Word on the street is that it was going to go up, so we'll hold out for a little, but I'm not going to do too much with this one. I may close on a loss or whatever. I'm not really thinking about it too much. So where did we go with this? Yeah, 6, withdraw. We keep doing some winning for a while. And we come back with these more wins. Just small gains on the account, really. Then we get to withdraw 1,700. We keep going through. Get to withdraw another 210. Then I guess we do have some losses here. This is gold. We have 3 losses. 3 losses on gold, right? For this little period, gold sells. And close off on winners. So maybe this whole bunch are a bunch of losers or something. And this one just resulted in a winner. But we do a withdrawal. 1.69. And ultimately we come back, we lose another almost to what, 2,000, almost 2.4 thousand. For this point in time, that's what we lose. We come back and we make a little money. And that puts this overall one with the deposit of 14 and the profit of 5,900. Current balance, we see what that's sitting at. This trade should still come through for a win. So we'll ultimately just see what happens with this trade and what it wants to do. But let's go to the next account. The next account is on the MT5 as well. So we're going to have to switch accounts. But this one is just going to show a little of the progress. Should show a little of the progress. Let's give it a little to load. There's a lot going on with these charts. So, where is the top of this? This is wrong info. Let's go to custom period. So I guess on this one, we're sitting at a balance of 1040, 1080. We did this, we withdrew that much, so we're sitting on 1,000. We made 91, and then you gotta think about the fees. So it made 84. 84 is what is the sitting profit here. So all good there. That is just a very small one, and then we're gonna just try to make some money, not on this count, but it's on the next one. So let me just go back into there real quick, and then I'll show you the last of the accounts, account number 4, which is an MT4 account. We're currently in this. I think Sounds like it's tweaking. So this one starts at the bottom for most for the latest date, or not the latest date, for the oldest date. So this account received 1100, 1700, and then we withdrew to BTC 1500. Then it received a deposit from the other accounts for 140, 210, 16, 2700. And then we took 1200 out of this account to send to another account, and just reordering stuff. Then we actually took some trades on this starting on the 24th on gold to go long. Made a few wins here and there. Yeah, and that's actually it. So this one is sitting at, well, deposits of this, profit of $950, withdraw of 37. So you could do the math on what is what, but those are 4 accounts, and that's ultimately how I sifted the $400 and the $500 that we started with. How I sifted that over to the other accounts and turned those into some profit. Ultimately, the accounts are now sitting at, I believe, like, we have 4,900 US, we have 1,000 US, we have 3,100 US, and we have, well, that one I just withdrew. So yeah, those are what we're sitting on ultimately. This trade I want to close now, but I may just carry this over. Let's see what we got. 18 minutes left before we end this stream for sure. So let's see if we can make our way up to that target. Let's see if we can make our way up to that target there. The only thing is, this is a waiting game, and there's nothing to really do but just wait until the target area gets interacted with. What can you do? But yeah, all these trades I share over in the website. Everything is there. If you go to the Initiate program, you see the course on how I break it all down. Charts from the simplest explanation. It's really not that complicated. And need this. And yeah, we just wait and see what it does. We want those bulls to come back in, show some activity. But ultimately, we'll see. If not, we'll take $1,000 loss. We'll call it whatever. I think I basically have, call it 6,000 US and no, 6, 9, think I have 9.1 US, if my math is right. And I just took out 5 something. And I took out 350 before. I think it's a 25 or something, but Canadian was 350. So yeah, we'll give this a little time to do its thing. If it doesn't do its thing, we'll see what the actual structure is. Maybe I'll just end up keeping it for later today, but this is not something that I'll hold over the weekend. That's 100% for sure. But yeah, just a slight little trade. We'll see what it wants to come of. This would be losing, what, a third? Don't do what I do. But there are principles and things that I'm following. Like, there's other accounts. There's the overall skill that I have to rely on. It's very important to know the dynamics of the market, that its range is up, give way to its ranges down, and so on. We're just peaking below the support here, very slightly into this level. Either I would imagine at this level here or a little bit lower, we can actually find enough bullish momentum to have price push back up to the upside. But the sooner the better. Maybe 1030 will give us something interesting. Maybe it'll want to give us something interesting. I don't know. Interestingly good, for that matter. And every minute, or not every minute, every candle close, these indicator lines, these support and resistance lines are going to update, and it just keeps you up to date. It's only relevant information. There's not things that don't need to be on the chart. And so these are 1 minute levels, but the daily levels, and I think the 4-hour levels are still on it. That's what this line's going to be. If I zoom out, and really what the market is doing right now, just for this 30-minute time frame, it's coming back, interacting with this candle low area before it has enough energy to push back up. It should at least be able to cover to the low of this candle, right? Which means it just needs to push a little bit higher. It should have to do that to complete its range that it's doing. We're back at 250. tough. A little more pushing to do. But we're going back into a resistance area now. But we expect the main trend to push through. So the reason why this is going to say that the trend is bearish, I'm not using that for my analysis. Like, I'm not using this method. The only thing pertaining to this that I'm using are the support and resistance levels. Yeah. Where's our target? Just above this. We should be able to make it. How long? If we can clear this in 8 minutes, that'd be amazing. So now that this candle is closing, this old resistance that was red now turns green to show that it is now support, a potential buying area. We might make, I don't know, $100 on this. And now I know you're going to say the risk to reward on this is terrible. But I want you to understand that this is a scalp. I don't plan to be here for long. I really only take a trade so we can do it together. I wasn't going to do any trades today, but this might just, I don't know, be a light little thing. Fuck, I gotta go do some other things just now. But I want to make it to the end with you guys. I want to make it to the end with you guys here. So, we're what? We're in line with we're back to profitability. We only have like what? $3 to go, $2.50. Made $100. This might make like $200 or $300. Let's look at the balance now. 3,100. Yeah, maybe made like $300 after paying for the spread and everything. Come on, got a little more to go. I could definitely target more, but it's just a time thing, and I'm not doing this. I gotta head on the road. Got shits to do today. We have 3 minutes until 10:30. 10:30 will probably kick it off. To go and hit that target. Got to think about it. The market needs to collect orders, collect money to displace the money. If you want the money, another person has to be taking the opposite position to you. I say that to understand the swings of it. A little more to go, a few dollars. We got like what, $5, 65, $6 ish. We could really do this shit in a candle, but I think 10:30, 10:35 ish, around there, we can hit that target. I hope it wouldn't be an 11 o'clock wait. Where's our time? We'll see when it ends. We got like 10 seconds left. So you see the new resistance zone plotted in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bruh. Could literally hit this effortlessly. We just need the support of everyone else. Should play a game of chess or something. I haven't played in so long. Still not enough orders to push through, eh? I mean, slowly climbing. If we give it enough time, it'll pass through, but I want to capture this to now. Right there on the profitability line. So close to over 100, under 100. It's inching. I would love for it to be done right now. We just hit an hour. Put another one on the board. Put another small one on the board. Cost us another $1 there. The target and the lack of movement in price, sometimes the movement of it, it's all urging you to want to go against the plan. It's all urging you to. It's like when you go outside and you walk downtown, all these lights and stuff are just trying to tell you to come inside and spend some money, you know? It's all distractions. It's like Tate says, you're on the road to success. There's nothing but exits. There's nothing but exits off the road to poverty or to some other shit that is not success. You gotta stay on the road. Let's get this to recover. You see how we just peaked the low slightly? Basically collecting enough orders on a certain level to now make a good enough attempt to pass through the previous high. Just constantly taking out highs and lows and highs and lows. We just need a little bit higher on this one. What, $5? Let's see how much over we go. Time. We also have this support zone here that we can try to interact with a little. Yeah, I don't want to have to push this till 11. 11 will be a little deep. Will be a little deep. Put another one on the board. Just because we're at the support area. I'm pretty sure if I put on this indicator, thought we might definitely be under, but being under over is only slightly helpful. It's not live or die by that rule. Got a ways to go. Oh. But yeah, those are the stats. I'm just gonna wait for this trade to come through. I haven't found reason to abandon it yet. We need what? $11? $10? We're pretty close before. Just keep in mind the market wants to shake you out. Wants to. So it can redistribute it. It's going to try all the various ways of getting that done. Sometimes you might give into it, sometimes you don't. We might have to wait till 11 o'clock for this. What I think I'll do is I'm going to be back, but we're gonna let this run, and I'll come back and check on it. I'll come back and check on you guys. But yeah, we're taking this long. And we're gonna keep pushing it. The thing is about the market, you kind of just want it to go right now. But the market doesn't go right now. It just takes a little time, you know? The next key support area that we have marked is this. And this is the resistance. Another resistance here. And another one there. So just some roadblocks. Let's see if I can do this on my phone before I go. This is gold run. But yeah, it should turn around. Still don't have any doubts about that. We'll just keep waiting now. I will be back though. Yeah, I'll be back. Whole water ball and I drank none. Maybe what I can do is send alert on this as well. Yeah, be right back. Guys, did you see that? Did you see that? You see we hit the target right now? Sorry we took a little longer than expected. But let me see what that exactly came out to. These ones. So we made 1941. This is 100, 120. 170. Call it 310. Make it 300. Made about $510. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, that wraps up that. And I gotta go do some other things now. And, you know, keep the hustle going. 24/7 always. Alright? Yeah. Turned out to be a nice trade on that. Was a little difficult, was a little iffy to get there. But you can see how we drew in those old support and resistance areas, and the markings are no longer on those. So this is a US account, right? Yeah, US. So made 500 US. Alexa, 500 USD is how much Canadian?
500 US dollars is 704 Canadian dollars and 25 cents.
Not bad for a day. I'll catch you later on the next stream.